I'm a senior communications major here at St. John's. I'm originally from Jacksonville, Florida, and aside from being a student ambassador, I have a student worker position on campus. I'm the president of my sorority, and I'm involved in the music ministry, so I sing on Sundays with the church choir here on campus.
Hi guys, my name is Jennifer Hug. I'm also a senior here and I'm also a communications major. I'm originally from Long Island, but I lived on campus my first 2 years and I live off campus in a house with my friends. I'm also a student worker here in the Welcome Center and I'm also a student worker in the Fitness Center where I teach Zumba. I'm the captain of the St. John's dance team and I've had multiple internships in Manhattan. Behind us is St. John's Hall. It's the oldest building on the Queens campus. This is home to our liberal arts and science college. So if your major falls under that school, your teacher's offices and your deans will be located in this building here. It's also an academic building, so you will have class in here. And the first floor is home to our GLCC. It's the Global Language and Cultural Center. So if you take a language here at St. John's, you're more than welcome to get tutored in that area. Jamie and I have both been tutored down there, and it's a great experience. On the fourth floor, we have a dark room for students to develop pictures. You do not have to be a photography major to use that room. Anybody has access to it. And we also have fine and performing arts rooms upstairs as well.
Right here is what we like to call our Great Lawn here at St. John's. We host a number of events and activities every year on the Great Lawn, starting with our annual Activities Fair, where about 180 campus organizations come out and try to recruit new students as well as returning students to get involved in something on campus. Every fall semester, at the end of the semester, we host our annual Winter Carnival. St. John's gets a big Christmas tree and puts it on the Great Lawn, and the week leading up to our Christmas tree lighting, we have a ton of different activities for the students to take part in. We do horse and carriage rides around the Great Lawn, hot chocolate, cookie decorating. It's just a great time to kind of hang out and unwind with friends before the end of the fall semester. And in the spring, we do our annual Spring Fling, where students can come out and enjoy a ton of different carnival rides and games. There's tons of food. Jen and I are big fans of the free ice cream that's always available at the Spring Fling. And when we're not sitting on the Great Lawn for an event, you'll usually find students hanging out on the Great Lawn because St. John's is one of Intel's top 10 most wireless campuses, so there's Wi-Fi all over campus.
Welcome to St. Thomas More Church. Our church was donated to us not too long ago by the Brennan family, who had a son of the undergraduate school as well as the law school here. When they donated the church, their only request was that we name it St. Thomas More after the patron saint of lawyers. Unfortunately, their son did perish in the 9/11 attacks. However, we do have a memorial inside the church for students and families to visit whenever they please. Here at St. John's, our mission statement is that we're Catholic, Vincentian, Metropolitan, and Global. We're Catholic, however, we see ourselves as Catholic with a big C and Catholic with a little c. Big C Catholic meaning, yes, we are a Catholic university. However, less than 50% of our students are Catholic. So you do not have to practice Catholicism when you come here or before. Anyone can come, anyone can join in. We do hold Mass 2 times a day at 12:15 and at 8 a.m. And the 5:30 Sunday night Mass is the largest student gathering weekly on campus. We're also Vincentian because we follow the mission of St. Vincent de Paul. His mission was to give back and help others, and since I've come to St. John's, I've never met so many students who are willingly giving back to the community around us, which is really great. We have plunges, retreats, midnight runs, service opportunities, service days where the entire university participates, and there's always something that you can do. We're also metropolitan because we're located so close to one of the greatest cities in the world, New York City, and Jamie and I definitely utilize our time there as much as we can, whether we're just going out and having a good time with our friends, or we're going for internships and job opportunities. We're also global because of how diverse our campus is. When you see our student body and our staff, you'll know that we are a very diverse campus, which really builds the character of the school, and we also have some great study abroad opportunities that all the students are encouraged to get involved in. in St. Augustine Hall, which is our main library on campus. We're actually on the second floor right now, but first I'm going to be telling you about our first floor. So here on our first floor, we have a ton of good resources for the students. First, we have the Freshman Center. Every student here gets a freshman advisor. They're kind of like your high school guidance counselor. They help you with that transition from high school to college. You must meet with them through all major key points of your freshman year, and they'll help you with things like getting involved, keeping your grades up, scheduling for your second semester, and really they're just there to make that transition nice and smooth. We also have our Writing Center. We have a ton of writing peers for students to go and get help with writing. They're not going to write the paper for you, but they'll help you become a better writer, and some teachers will actually even give extra credit for students who go to the Writing Center. You can meet with them in 3 ways. 1, face-to-face right in the center downstairs. 2nd, through an online chat room. And 3rd, through a Skype room, which is really convenient for our students. We also have Red Mango and Seattle's Best Coffee, so when students are hungry, they're looking for some brain food while they're studying, they're more than welcome to go downstairs and grab a bite to eat. We also have the Learning Commons, which is where students can get tutored in any subject from chemistry all the way to philosophy and anything in between. The students are the tutors, so they've taken our tests, they've written our papers, they know exactly what we have to do in order to get that A, so it's really beneficial to us. We also have a 24-hour quiet zone, so hopefully you don't have to study all night for a test, but if you do, you're more than welcome to sit in the 24-hour quiet zone. It's pin silent in there, and you'll definitely be able to get your work done.
On the second floor is home to the College of Professional Studies, or CPS for short. In this department, you'll find deans and faculty advisors for majors such as communications, which is what Jen and I major in, as well as Homeland Security, Cybersecurity, just to name a few of the majors that would find faculty and staff here to help them out with anything from credit checks, advisements, to finding out ways to get involved as a student. Here there are a number of different labs that students have the ability to use and was recently renovated a little while ago. So CPS students have a really cool opportunity and tons of new resources here. Like where we're standing right now is a lecture hall that was recently redone, or not necessarily lecture hall, but like a smaller classroom where like guest speakers will come and talk to classes. There's a Homeland Security lab in here as well as a Cybersecurity lab, and it's just a really cool space for students.
On the 3rd and 4th floor of our library is our study space. It's our actual library. So we have 1.7 million volumes of books upstairs, and we also have a textbook rental program. So if you're lucky and your teacher places your textbook in the textbook rental program, you're more than welcome to use it here on the campus without buying the textbook. You're more than welcome to go upstairs, grab your storm card, rent out the book for an hour or two, do your studying, and then give it back. We also have a ton of spaces for students to study upstairs. There's cubicle desks for individual study as well as tables for more of a group study setting. However, it's quiet upstairs and you can always sit down, find your spot, and get your work done.
Hall. It's home to the St. John's College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. Within this building, you'll find all of our state-of-the-art labs at the university, as well as faculty advisors and deans for majors such as pharmacy, toxicology, radiology, clinical lab sciences, and biomedical studies. Each floor is designated to a specific science, and on the 4th floor of this building, you'll find a greenhouse that students have access to.
Into Residence Village here on the Queens campus. However, behind us you can see that we have a beautiful skyline of Manhattan, and like Jamie and I have mentioned before, the students take full advantage of the opportunities that come from within. So like I said, we go to hang out, to have a good time, to explore Manhattan, as well as internships and job opportunities that are endless.
Residence Village. About 3,500 students live through St. John's housing during the school year.
So next to us we have Mont Goris Dining Hall. It's our main dining hall on campus. Students are able to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. If you're a freshman who lives on campus, you're required to purchase the Carte Blanche meal plan, which means you have unlimited swipes into this building, and it is a buffet style, so it is an all-you-can-eat type of experience, which is great. Some of our favorite stations in the morning, we have an omelet station where a worker makes omelets for the students all morning. And then we also have the hibachi station during lunch and dinner where you can get fresh hibachi, and those are just some of our favorites. We have a ton of good options with a great variety. We also have a nutritionist and a dietarian on call for the students at all times. Besides this building, there are many other spots to eat on campus. We have the Red Storm Diner, the Marillac Cafe, and the D'Angelo Center Cafe as well. So students do not only have to eat in this building here.
Right behind us are all of our residence halls. We have traditional as well as suite style rooms here at St. John's. Traditional basically means that it's 2 bedrooms connected by a bathroom, so students will be sharing that bathroom, and in the suite style, it's 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and students come in to like a common area space that they all share, and then off of that space is where you'll find the bedrooms and the bathrooms. Each of our buildings comes with amenities such as free laundry in the basement of all of our buildings, Wi-Fi, heating and cooling that students can control, as well as cable that is also included in the room.
Welcome to the D'Angelo Center. Most students will reference this building as DAC. This building has 2 sides. One side is our academic side, where you'll find your classrooms, and the students and teachers can move around the tables and chairs how they please. On the other side, it's our student life side, so there's tons of different places for students to hang out and study during the day. We have the DAC living room, where students will sleep, study, hang out with friends in between classes. We also have Starbucks, and attached to Starbucks is a coffee house, so another place for students to study and hang out. In the basement, we have another food option for students. It's the D'Angelo Center Cafeteria that has Taco Bell, a barbecue place, a sushi place, a pretzel place, and a sweets place, which is really great for the students. And then we have Campus Concierge. So Campus Concierge is probably Jamie and mine's favorite place and favorite thing about the D'Angelo Center here. You can get discounted tickets to Broadway shows, only $40, and you're seated right in the orchestra. I've gone to Mean Girls, Lion King, Jamie has been to Aladdin, Phantom of the Opera. We're hoping to see Dear Evan Hansen this year, so there's a ton of good opportunities for that. And then they also sell discounted tickets to New York sporting events. Jets and Giants, Islanders and Rangers, Yankees and Mets. You can get tickets to all those, which is really great. One of our favorite discounted prices at St. John's is our Welcome Back Johnny's package. It's $5, and you can get a $5 Metro card, which will get you in and out of New York City, a $15 gift card to Shake Shack, and an entrance ticket to some event in New York City. So you'll have Madame Tussauds, which is the Wax Museum, or the Central Park Zoo, something fun to do, and you have your entire day for $5. So we really enjoy that, and it's something definitely to take advantage of.
Services. In Career Services, we have a 94.3% job placement, or students are continuing their studies after 6 months of graduating from the university, which is huge because that gives students like myself and Jen a little bit of hope for after we graduate to land a really great full-time job. Students who come to Career Services will meet with advisors and get any questions answered from what to do with their degrees in terms of working full times after they've graduated, also getting internships, as well as the career advisors offer resume building sessions, cover letter sessions, dining etiquette courses, and we also have this really great website called Handshakes that students can utilize, and it's basically a place where jobs and internships will post a ton of listings so students like myself and Jennifer can take advantage of internships and jobs. I have gotten 2 internships through St. John's by using Handshake, and it's been a really great tool for students like myself.
We also have 180,000 living alums. So I know at my internship now, a lot of the alumni there are from St. John's, and I build great relationships with them. Our main academic building here on campus, so you will definitely have a class or 2 in here. Our student to teacher ratio at St. John's is 17:1, so for every 17 students we have a faculty member, meaning we have a ton of faculty here at St. John's. So here, again, you'll find your classrooms, but you'll also find some other amenities. We have the counseling center on the first floor. The counseling center is free for all students, so we know that college is a great time, but it can get overwhelming, and you're more than welcome to go talk to them whenever you please. On the fourth floor, we also have a radio station and a TV station, and you do not have to be a communications major in order to join in with those organizations. Anybody can become a part of them. And then in the basement, we have another food option like the D'Angelo Center cafeteria. This is the Marillac Center cafeteria, and we have a ton of food options there. So we have Subway, Burger King, Freshens, Dunkin' Donuts, one of our favorites. So there's always good places to eat here as well.
So this is Bent Hall, home to the Peter J. Tobin College of Business. This building was actually renovated about 2 summers ago and was completely gutted on the inside, and now we have this really beautiful space. This glass classroom right here is our brand new financial lab. St. John's will invest $3 million into the stock exchange so students can learn to buy and trade stock under the supervision of a professor. And the ticker going around the classroom is live time what's going on in the stock exchange. The business students will also find their own career services center on the first floor of this building. So if they have questions about internships or job opportunities, they are more than welcome to stop by Career Services. Upstairs on the second floor, there are classrooms for students to use, as well as additional space where students can sit and study, and group study sessions as well, group study classrooms that students can rent out and study in a group. And then on the third and fourth floor, there's additional offices for professors and advisors as well.
Welcome to Carnesecca Arena. Here at St. John's, we have 17 Division I sports. This arena is home to our men and women's basketball teams, our women's volleyball team, as well as our men and women's fencing teams. You'll find our other stadiums for the other sports located around the campus. Here in the arena, we also have 3 main events for the students. We have Tip-Off, Relay for Life, and the Spring Concert. Tip-Off is like our homecoming or our pep rally here at St. John's. It's where all the students come out before the basketball season starts. So it introduces our women's basketball team as well as our men's basketball team. The dance team will perform, the cheer team will perform, and we always have a performer. This year we've had Sheck West. Years before we've had Designer, Mac Miller, French Montana. J. Cole, who's actually an alum of St. John's, will come back and visit more often than you would think, which is really cool. Relay for Life is a 24-hour cancer awareness event. Jamie and I both attend every year, and it's an amazing event. The school has raised over $1 million for cancer awareness in the past, so it's a huge event for our students and faculty on campus. The whole idea is that cancer never sleeps, so neither do we, and for one night, we stay up all night raising money and awareness for cancer. We also have the Spring Concert. It's a personal concert for our students here in the arena. It's $5, and they brought in people like Nas, Future, tons of different people where the students can really enjoy a personal concert for ourselves. The men and women's basketball teams, like I said, are some of the most popular sporting events here at St. John's. Our women's basketball tickets are free, and our men's basketball tickets are $10 for a seat here at Carnesecca and $15 for a ticket at our other home court, which is actually Madison Square Garden in Manhattan. Most students, like Jamie, will buy the season pass. It's $100 for the entire season, and you get access to every game. The games are a lot of fun, and St. John's has a lot of pride in their sports, so we definitely advise you to attend.
Thanks so much for joining us today on the tour. We hope you learned a lot about the university and are super eager to apply.
We'll see you soon.